Yo, what up, hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Sangiev and today we're back from my travels, monthly favourites featuring the month of November. Let's go. Before I get started into the video, first of all I want to say a massive thank you for the continuous support and the love that you guys have showed me throughout the vlogs while I was out in LA. Now, vlogging is something that a lot of you guys want me to do, and I tried it. It's one of those things where a lot of people want it, and then once you put it out, you don't know how it's going to be received. So far, the feedback and everyone seemed to, well, not everyone, but a lot of people seem to dig it, and you actually want me to carry on while out in London. Now, truth be told, I'm not looking to become like a daily vlogger, and so I might be considering it for like a weekly thing or maybe a fortnight thing, but even then it won't be for any time soon. It will be for next year. So thank you ever so much for the support. LA was absolutely insane. I mean, if you would have seen my LA Diaries series, then you would know my thoughts about that place. That place is insane. The LA Diaries, I'm going to leave one of the cards. If you haven't seen it, it's all a playlist. But yeah, for the month of November, I'm going to show you some of my fashion favorites. Now, I did pick up a lot of things in preparation and in LA and after LA, so I've got a pickup video that's coming up for that particular instant, and normally I know I'll show my pickups in my favorite segment. However, I'm going to quickly highlight a brand that I love, and I think I mean, they already get mad love, but just to further put it out there, I went to Bicester, went to AllSaints, picked up 3 things from there, and that's what I'm going to be and that is what I'm going to be showing you today. 2 shirts, 1 jumper, and also for the fashion segment, I'm going to be showing you a clip, like a vlog type thing, of my favorite store while I was out in LA. It's called Round 2, but yeah, you'll see. From AllSaints, I picked up 3 things, 2 shirts, 1 jumper. They had a store-wide 50% sale, so the prices were disgusting. So you already have the outlet prices, which is for the most part 50 to 70%, and then they took off 50% on top of that. The AllSaints outlet can be found in Bicester. 2 shirts, they're both fairly similar, so I'm going to be showing you them together. I went for a size large on both of them for that ever so slightly oversized fit. I'm normally a medium in AllSaints. This one has pop buttons that goes throughout, more of a western type shirt, some interesting details and the colouring. I was fond of the colour basically. The colour is what drew me to it, and then the material as well. And then when I tried it on, I was like, boom, sold. For £20 as well? Come on, that's like the same price as a Top Man or a Zara shirt. And this guy, now clearly the inspiration, it was from Saint Laurent. I think they did a dégradé or whatever, like a dip dye shirt like this. And so yeah, I saw it, it was hidden in the corner. I think it was the last one they had in store, size large. I think this might have been like 15. Kind of oversized fit, but obviously you know the way I wear my shirt. Sorry, there's some like extra pieces of fabric just floating about. But you know how I wear my shirts quite open. This is a good one to layer with as well, with a t-shirt underneath. But what I wanted to do with this one, if you're going to go for that Saint Laurent vibe, might as well take it the whole way through and just take a cheese grater to the bottom hem, kind of phrase it nice and easy. And there's the back, boom. It's nothing too ham or too hardcore, but I like the final outcome. So that is that. £20, £15 I believe. If you go to Bicester, you'll be able to find this one. There were plenty of stock left. This one, not so much. I think this was the last one, as I mentioned. So yeah. It's getting quite cold out here in England, so I needed to pick up a jumper. And again, AllSaints kind of do these really lovely heavy knitted pieces of knitwear, jumpers basically. So £20, as I said, this was £25, sorry, my bad. 25, this was 50, and then you get 50% on top of it. Again, size large. I kind of wanted to go, I picked out a size large to have that very oversized feel, but because of the knitted fabric, because of the knitted element of this, I can't even speak to that. Because of the knitted element of this piece, it was still like hugging the body. So a medium is what my true to size is in AllSaints, but this large fits like a medium as well. So tried it on in store, I loved it. The colours were amazing, the way it fell on my body was great. Came home and I just was not feeling it as much. Or maybe it's just because I was just like, it's nothing that special. I feel like it was one of those purchases where, because the price was so cheap, I was like, cool, let me just cop it. Came home, tried it on, wasn't feeling it that much, so text my brother and he was like, yeah, I'll take it from you. So I was like, bless. How does that? £20 at AllSaints, yeah, great jumper knitwear, yeah, look at that heavy knit, man, it's so sick, it'll keep you warm as hell. Boom. One of the stores I absolutely wanted to check out before even flying out to LA was Round 2. If you watch the show or subscribe to their YouTube channel, then you'll know that place is absolutely vibes. I'll leave a link or one of the cards to their channel so you can check it out. If you're into vintage streetwear, Supreme Palace, that sort of vibe, and also just vintage garment in general, vintage sportswear, then this place is the spot. If we call it a day there for the fashion segment, moving on to movies, I'm just going to briefly touch upon it because I didn't go to the cinema to watch anything this month. 2 weeks I was pretty much in LA, and then the first 2 weeks was just like all over the shop. The only movies that I've seen were actually on the flight. Now the flight there, I watched Now You See Me 2, which was a great movie. I like Now You See Me, the first one anyway, so if you're into magic, then check it out. Good little story. Watched Tarzan. I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I watched Tarzan was for Margot Robbie. She's just absolutely insane. I'm sure she's a beautiful personality as well, but where was my point? Yeah, Tarzan. That's it. Just it was good. It's not the cartoons, basically. The cartoon was just the GOAT. And yeah, that is about it, man, for movies. Slacking, I know, I'm sorry. Now for music, I'm obviously going to mention the two obvious names. One being The Weeknd with his new release, Starboy. Insane album. I have listened to the whole thing throughout. I still haven't picked out my favourites, but so far, I like the first half of the album better than the second half, but that's because I feel like I'm listening more to the first half, so perhaps I should pay more attention to the second half. Saying that though, I tweeted about it a few days ago. It's a great album, but literally so I listened to like 5-6 songs, and then I'll just go back to like Thursday, which was his second EP, and for me, like, that's The Weeknd at his peak. And obviously it was his like very early work, but there's something about that album, or that EP album, whatever, it's just insane. So if you get a chance to check out Thursday, which is his second EP, but I think it's all under his trilogy on Spotify if you use Spotify. The second album is obviously 24K Magic by Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars, one of my favourite artists. Yes, I know he's very poppy and whatever, but I don't care, man. Like, kid can sing, kid can perform, he can put on a show, he's just insane. Amazing album. Again, kind of throwback to the 80s. He's just such a dope guy, man. Like, I've never seen him, never met him, but if I ever do meet him, like, we'll just kick it, we'll be boys. Then, a new artist for me, and that's because the boys were bumping, literally blaring this the whole way throughout LA, and that is an artist called Jon Bellion, I think. I don't know how you'd pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce it. Jon Bellion, or Bayan. He's got an album called The Human Condition, which was released in June. Some amazing songs in there. My favourites are, to be fair, the ones that are the most popular, which is bad, I guess. But basically that whole album is absolutely insane. Like All Time Low, Guillotine, Overwhelming, Wake the Fuck Up as well is amazing. Basically, this kid, well I say kid, he's definitely older than me, but whatever, I refer to everyone as a kid. This guy, definitely check him out, absolutely insane. It's got that sort of new wave of music that are very similar to like the Chainsmokers and that sort of sound, but done in a very cool and effortless manner. So boom, that is that. 3, The Weeknd, Starboy, Bruno Mars, 24K Magic, and Jon Bellion, just as an artist in general, Jon Bellion. Now I know that I don't touch upon fragrances that much because I'm not the most confident in expressing everything about fragrances. I mean, there's like weight and I don't even know the technical terms for it. I literally couldn't even describe a fragrance for you guys. However, if you were looking to get my recommendation on a fragrance for a special someone, in this instance is a girl, so whether that might be a significant other, your mother, your sister, whatever, then I just got my mum some Tom Ford Black Orchid. Literally, the smell is banging. It's one of her favourites, very flowery as the name would suggest, very strong, potent, and yeah man, Black Orchid. See, that's my review of a fragrance. And then if you're a girl watching this, which is very rare, and you want to cop a fragrance for your boyfriend or your dad, your brother, whoever, and you want him to smell like me, Rose of No Man's Land by Byredo. Byredo, I think that's how you pronounce it. It could be Byredo, I don't know. Byredo, amazing fragrances. They have a huge selection. My favourite is Rose of No Man's Land. My friend uses Mojave Ghost. What do I like? I like I think it's called Black Saffron as well. That's quite nice. Gypsy Waters is nice. Bal d'Afrique is nice. They've got loads of really nice fragrances, so if you have a chance to go and check out Byredo, do so. I think my friend also said that they have a fragrance where you can actually customize. Hold up, let me just get that to focus. A fragrance where you can customize the label, so it would make for perfect Christmas gifts, because that's what it's all about, personalization. Boom, that's a big word right there. Yeah boy, big word of the day achieved. But yeah man, that's about it for this monthly favourites. I just wanted to, you know, turn on the camera, speak to you guys. It's been a while, give you guys a quick update, have a quick catch up. If you have any suggestions for videos, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm super excited for the end of this year to put out loads of new content and for what the next year has for us. That is it. Thank you very much for watching. All my social media information are in this corner right here. Sangiev, Sangiev. That is my full name, my first name anyway. Thank you ever so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace.